Hello everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video here. Today we are talking about the official release date of NASCAR 25 that has come out today, and there's some good news about it, but there's a little bit of bad news as well, which we're going to go over right now here. And I think I probably have like Roblox footage on the screen because I'm actually away from home and I only have select footage on my PC or on my laptop right now, so you guys are going to get any extra footage that I have, and it's not going to be probably that great. But we got the news today that NASCAR 25 is officially releasing in October. However, it's going to be delayed on one platform. So the game's coming out on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X/S on October 14th. However, if you're looking for the PC version, it is going to be releasing at a later date. And we're going to kind of talk about that here today. But of course, there is an article from InsiderGaming.com that I will link down below in the description, and as well try to post here maybe some clips or screenshots in the video. But there's really not much to go on. It's literally just announcing the date. Now, they did put out a trailer right here of the release date that you can see on your screen. I am going to get that at least up. And you got William Byron kind of coming around Bristol Motor Speedway, crossing the, of course, screen right there. I don't know what's going on. The frames actually look really bad. I'm hopeful that's just because it's just a little quick promo. But yeah, the frames are horrible in this clip. So take what you want out of that one. But yeah, October 14th. I mean, we knew the release date was coming in a few weeks from about a week ago with the, of course, interview that the iRacing did with Mike Straw at Insider Gaming. And we officially get the date in. So I mean, it's not really that surprising. And of course, the last NASCAR game, though, that came out in October was NASCAR 21 Ignition. You know, we saw how that ended up. But I do have faith in iRacing, and they've really emphasized, we saw in the interview, of getting the core things right for this game and making sure, of course, you know, that the game is going to be good where it needs to be good for that first year. And that's, of course, in the handling and you know, things like damage model and career mode and all those kinds of things, the AI racing, the things that they really need to focus on in year one. They've really emphasized how they are focusing on that quite heavily. So it comes out on PlayStation and Xbox October 14th. PC, it's confirmed not coming out October 14th, and it's confirmed it will come out at a later date. That could be anywhere from maybe, you know, 2-3 weeks to a month to several months. And for example, iRacing, of course, they also make the World of Outlaws games, and World of Outlaws last year came out in the summer on consoles, and it didn't come out until February on PC this year. So that's, I mean, like a half a year difference, basically. And at that point, you know, for me, I'm strictly on PC, so this directly affects me, so I'm not thrilled about this news, you know, and it's quite disappointing, to be honest, when, you know, advertise, you know, from the start that you're going to be releasing the game on 3 platforms, and then we find out a couple months before, well, it's still coming out on the 3 platforms, but one's going to be delayed, and it's going to be coming out later. So obviously that changes the plan for me. I know many of you played strictly on PC, but I know the majority of you are on consoles as well, and it's going to be interesting for me because I'm already in the middle of looking on Facebook Marketplace, actually, as I want to get either a Xbox or a PS5, either one, so I can play this game when it comes out. Because if we look at the track record, we could be waiting till, you know, maybe spring next year before NASCAR 25 comes out on PC, if we just base it off of their last game that they put out with the World of Outlaws. I know some people are like, well, PC players have iRacing, what's the big deal? I mean, there is a there's a massive difference between iRacing and what NASCAR 25 is supposed to be, and I can talk about those really briefly as well. Of course, iRacing is strictly for online racing. They have single-player AI racing, but it's downright terrible on a good day. And of course, it's a completely different community and target audience between these two games. NASCAR 25 is meant to be more of a simcade playing experience for more casual players that has an in-depth career mode and proper AI racing and rosters. iRacing has zero of what I just mentioned right there. And of course, the communities as well. I mean, iRacing is such a toxic online community that I don't really like to be involved in. I have iRacing myself, as you guys are aware of, but I strictly only do one thing on iRacing nowadays, and that is league racing as well, where things are kind of more contained and controlled there. So I think PC players have every right to be disappointed in that news as well. But yeah, I mean, for me, I'm going to be looking to get a cheap console to try and get this game, of course, because, you know, I do this for YouTube on the NASCAR games, and I would be a fool to wait, you know, anything past the release date to, you know, have the game and be posting content on it. So, of course, we have plans to do multiplayer and stuff like that, and just beyond career mode. So, I've got a lot of plans that I don't want to, of course, have to postpone. But yeah, it's a little bit disappointing. It feels like, you know, we get some news. We had the, you know, big interview, of course, you know, a few weeks back, and we got some negatives there with no cross-platform and no league tool, stuff like that. But there's still great things coming out of it, of them just really focusing on the core of the game, which really does, you know, keep me at least hopeful for this game. But then, you know, once again, we get news today, and there's a little bit of a negative that comes along with it that directly affects PC players. Let me know down below what you were planning to play on. Was it console or was it PC, like specifically, or were you maybe as well planning to play on both? Because that's what it looks like for me that I'll be doing now, is playing on both. So what I'm expecting is starting my career mode on console and working my way through ARCA and Trucks and Xfinity, and hopefully by the time I reach the Cup Series, it's on PC. But if we look at the track record from the World of Outlaws games, it could be like 6 months until it's on PC, and I'm hoping to be in the Cup Series in like not even 2 months. So we'll see what happens. There could be a complete change up in the structure in career mode. So stay tuned. But yeah, it's a little bit disappointing. That's really the only news we got today. But it was confirmed we as well are going to have a dev diary coming up soon. So once they post on that, I will be making a video. And one thing I would like to see is just an idea, or just get an explanation as maybe why the PC version is delayed. Because that was another thing, is they announced it's coming out at a later date, but they also did not give a reason as to why PC is delayed compared to consoles. Is it maybe just the fact that, you know, PC, maybe it's a bit more difficult with what they're working on? You'd think it would have been easier because, of course, you know, they're using a lot of assets from iRacing, and that's strictly PC. You would have expected the PC version, you know, obviously coming from someone who has no clue about tech and working with that kind of stuff. But, you know, like looking at it from a face value, you would have thought that the PC version would have been the easiest one to make. But it certainly seems like maybe that's not the case here. So I would love if they could at least give us an explanation on why it's delayed on PC. But let me know your thoughts down below. And of course, yeah, we'll be going from here. And any more news we hear going forward, I will be, of course, sure to let you guys know. But outside of that, that's going to do it for me. I'll see you guys soon enough again in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have yourselves a great day.